Welcome into the video. I'm your tech guy Wayne, and today I'm bringing you my full new user guide on the Google Pixel 9. This is a comprehensive video. I basically have taken all the videos I've shot on this phone and I just put it in one long video so you guys can watch kind of beginning to end to really help get you up to speed on all you can do with this phone. So make sure you watch all the way to the end so you don't miss any important information. Also, I want you to keep an eye on the left side of the screen here. I will be dropping links to some cool products that go with this phone, like great chargers, great charging stands, different things like that. So if you see any pop-ups over there, those are just some products that I recommend that go great with this phone, okay? So without further ado, we're going to jump into the video. This will be a full beginner's walkthrough. We're going to go over everything you need to know to use this phone, from how to navigate the screens, how to download apps, how to make calls, how to send text messages, how to make the text size larger, how to take pictures, how to set up your email, everything. So make sure you watch all the way to the end so you don't miss any important information. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with just a walkthrough of the buttons. Now on the right side of the phone, you will find the power/sleep button. And when you press this button, it will wake up the screen. We press it again, the screen will go asleep. Here we have the volume up and volume down buttons. On the bottom of the phone, you will find your charging port. Now this is a USB-C charging type. So if you ever need to buy a new charging cable, you need to look for a USB-C type cable, and I'll link one on screen as well in case you do need to replace your cable. Now to the right, you'll find your SIM card tray, and that's where you're going to basically take out the SIM card if you ever need to replace your carrier SIM card. Okay, now that we've gone over the exterior, let's talk about how to wake up the phone. So you're gonna press that power/sleep button to wake up the screen, and just take your finger, put it on the screen, and just drag up the screen, and that's how you unlock the phone, okay? Now right now there is no password on the phone. Later on in the video I will show you how to set a passcode on the phone and how to program your fingerprint so you can use that to unlock the phone as well, okay? Now this is going to be your main screen, okay? What we call the home screen. And you can customize this. You can put different apps or widgets on this screen and it'll keep you updated with information. Right now I just have little apps on here. Now throughout the video I'll be using the word apps, and I just want to explain what that is. So apps is short for applications. And think of it how a computer has programs, phones have applications. So computers have programs, phones have applications, or apps for short. So when I say apps, just referring to these little icons right here, okay? Now, the way you navigate the phone is primarily by these three buttons at the bottom of the screen. This is your home button, this is your back button, and this is your recent apps button. Now I want to explain what these three buttons do, but first, some of you guys may not have these three buttons at the bottom of your screen. Your phone might be in what's called gesture mode. And so if you don't have these three buttons and you want to make your phone slightly easier to use, you'll want to enable the home buttons versus the gesture mode. And I want to show you how to do that really quickly. We're going to take our finger and we're going to drag down the screen. And we're going to do that one more time, drag down the screen and tap on this little settings wheel right next to the power button. And here we're going to go up to System, and from here go to Gestures, and from here we're going to go to Navigation Mode, and we're going to switch from gesture navigation to the 3-button navigation. If you're on 3-button navigation, you'll have these 3 buttons at the bottom. Some of you guys are in the gesture navigation and you only see a little dash at the bottom. So make sure you're on 3. This will make it a lot easier for you to navigate the phone, especially if you're new to Google Pixel phones, okay? All right, now that we've got that out of the way, let's start with this first button down here. This is called the home button, and this button takes you back to your home screen. Right now we're in the settings, and now that I'm finished in this app, I want to get back to my home screen. All I have to do is press this home button, and it's going to take me back to the home screen. That's all that button does. It just takes you back to your home screen. Super easy. Now also, if you hold down on this for 1 second, it will also launch the circle or tap anywhere to search. And you can actually circle anything on your screen and it will search the internet and help you find it. So I'm not going to go into full detail on that, but that's the main thing you'll need to know. Google has run a lot of commercials on this feature, which is the circle to search feature. You can find anything and everything by just holding down that button and then just circling it just like that. All right. Now, next, let's go over this button to the left here. This is called your back button, and it just helps you go back one step. So if I was in the settings application, let's go back to where we were a few minutes ago. We went to settings, we went to navigation mode, we were on this screen. If I want to go back one page, I can tap on this arrow all the way in the upper left corner, or I can just tap on my back button right here, and that'll take me back one step or one page. If I press it again, it'll take me back another page. So this is just an easy button you can use to go back one step. And right now we're on the main screen of the settings app. So if I press this again, there's nowhere else to go back to. So it's going to back me out of the app and back to the home screen. So home button takes you to the home screen. Back button takes you back one step. Now next, let's go over this button, which is called the recent apps button. And pressing this just shows you what apps or applications are currently running on your phone. An important thing to note is that if I'm in the settings application and I hit the home button, my settings application is still running in the background of the phone. And that's not a good thing. You want your applications closed after you finish using them, but you need to understand that just going to the home screen doesn't close them. So pressing recent apps shows me my settings app is still open. If I actually want this app to be closed so it's no longer running in the background of the phone, I need to swipe up. And that's how I close it, so now it's no longer running. There's another trick you can do as well. If you swipe all the way to the right, you'll get to the clear all button, and this will close all the apps that are currently running on the phone. So that's just an easy trick to close things out so nothing else is running. You have to think about it. The more things running, the more battery is being used, and it'll kind of run your battery down faster, which is what you don't want. Okay. Okay, so those are our three buttons here: our home button, back button, and our recent apps button. Now I want to show you one more thing. When you go to recent apps, in fact, let's just open one app for the sake of it. This is our web browser here. If you want to go on the internet, search Google, press the Chrome button. This will take you to your web browser and allow you to search the internet for anything, Facebook, YouTube, etc. If I hit the recent apps button, it's going to give me a screenshot button here. So if you ever want to take a picture of something on your screen, you simply just need to first make sure you're on the screen you want to screenshot. Press recent apps, press screenshot, and it will take a picture of your screen. And if you tap the pencil, this will allow you to then interact with that screenshot right after. So I can grab this little bubble at the bottom here and just drag it up, and I can crop this to a much smaller picture. I can also tap on the pencil and I can highlight or write different things on the screen as well. And when you're done, in the upper right corner, you can hit save to save it, trash can to delete it, or the share button to share it out to someone via text or email. So just a quick snapshot there of how to take a screenshot on the phone. Okay, so now that we've gone over the main three buttons to navigate the phone, there's a few more things you'll need to know about. One is called the notification panel. And when you're on the home screen, if you swipe down, this takes you to the notification panel, and it allows you to see different notifications that are coming through your phone. For example, if you get a text message, it'll show up somewhere in that screen. Okay. If you get an email, it's going to show up in this screen. If you have Facebook installed and you have a new notification, it's going to show up in this menu. And if you want to go to that notification to see what it's trying to communicate, you just simply tap on it and it will take you into that app and allow you to then, interact with it. So that's one use of the notification panel, is all your notifications on the phone come through here. If you have a missed call and you want to see who called you, you check this section and it will show up in here as well. One more thing that's super important: once you've read through all your notifications, if you're done and you don't want to see Bill's Josh Allen success, you've already tapped on it, you just want to get rid of it, you can just swipe to the right, and that's how you remove it from this panel. You can also tap the clear all button, and this will get rid of all the notifications that are showing up in this section. All right. Now, at the very top of the screen, you have what are called switches. These are basically shortcuts to the most frequently used settings on the phone. So for example, you have a Wi-Fi shortcut, Bluetooth, flashlight, and your Google Wallet. Now, if you want to connect to your home Wi-Fi, guess what? You simply tap on this icon right here, and this will show you all the available networks that are around you. Let's say your home Wi-Fi is Netgear 52. You would simply tap on that network, you would type in the password, and then you would hit the green check to save it, and then your phone would connect to that Wi-Fi network. So FYI, in case someone needs to connect to the internet, that's a quick rundown of how you connect to any Wi-Fi network, just tapping on that Wi-Fi button. Maybe you have a Bluetooth speaker at home you want to connect to. Well, you're going to tap on the Bluetooth button. You're going to hit pair new device. And now it's going to look for all the available Bluetooth devices that you can connect to. You can simply select it and then finish your pairing process. So now there are more switches, but these are the top 4. Now, if I swipe down a second time, guess what? It's going to show me more switches. Now I have do not disturb, alarm, airplane mode, home mode. If I swipe left, I'm going to have a new page of switches, record screen, battery saver, screencast. I can swipe over a third time. So play around with this menu so you can see all the different options that are available. And these are all, again, just shortcuts to the most frequently used settings. Now, at the top of the screen, you also have a brightness bar, and this will help you adjust the brightness in your phone. Now, out of the box, the phone is set to auto brightness. It will constantly adjust the screen brightness based on how much light is in the room that you're in. But you can manually adjust it up here by dragging this left or right. So you can set it depending on how bright or how dim you want the screen to be. Now, one last thing. So I just want to show you one more time. We swipe down one time to get to the notification panel. Swipe down a second time to see more options. You have your brightness adjuster here. At the bottom of the screen, you have a power button. This is how you turn the phone off. So if you want to power off your Google Pixel, you'll tap on this button here, and it will bring up the power menu button so you can power off, you can restart the phone, or go into the emergency mode. All right, so if you've gotten value out of the video so far, please make sure you bump that like button down below. It costs nothing to do it, but it is such a big help in YouTube recommending this video to more people and just helping it to help more people use their new phone. Now, we've gone over how to navigate the phone. Next, let's go into how to download applications. Now, we're on the home screen of the phone right now, and I have my phone set up a very specific way. Yours will look different out of the box, but you can easily customize it this way if you like, but this is just how I have mine set up. But one thing I want to point out is that these are not all the apps on the phone. These are just a few of the apps. I have lots more downloaded on the phone, and if you want to get to all the apps on your phone, you simply need to swipe up, and this will take you to what is called the app drawer. This is where you'll find every single app that is currently installed on your phone. Okay? So just as a recap, when you swipe down on the home screen, it brings up your notification panel. If you swipe up on the home screen, it takes you to your app drawer. And this takes you to the view that shows you all the apps that are on your phone. Now, if you want to download a new app on your phone, you go to the Play Store. The Play Store is where you find all the apps that are available and approved for you to download to your phone. And the easiest way to search for a new app is tapping on the magnifying glass at the bottom of the screen, and then tapping it one more time. This will bring up the keyboard and allow you to start typing to search for a new app. Now, there's two ways for you to search for an app. You can either type in the name of the app, for example, Uber, U-B-E-R, and hit the magnifying glass to search. And after a few seconds, you'll see Uber is going to come up right here. And I can tap on Uber, and I can tap on that blue button to install it. Now, there is another way to do this that is slightly easier. And this really comes in handy when you don't know how to spell the name of the app that you want. You can simply tap on this microphone right next to the search bar and then just say the name of the app that you want to search for. So for example, Mahjong. There we go. So it will do the search for you and give you a bunch of recommendations. And then let's say, okay, Mahjong Solitaire. Maybe I'll download this one. So you can swipe through and you can see sometimes a video of the app, but they'll always have pictures that you can tap on. You can swipe through and see exactly what the app looks like and decide if you like the layout and if you want to give it a try. If you want to give it a try, use your back button to go back one step. Go back to the top, tap on the blue button to install the app. And after a few seconds, the app will be downloaded to your phone. And we can find it by going to our app drawer. Now I'm going to hit the home button to go back to the home screen. And then I'm going to swipe up and I'm going to look for Mahjong. And there's our new app right here. And I can tap on it to go right into the Mahjong app. Now, I want to point out something really important. Let's say I want to get out of this app and I want to go back to the home screen. But you know what? I don't see my home button. Where is my home button? Well, certain apps take over the entire screen. And when this happens, you can't see your navigation buttons. But they're always at the bottom of the screen. So all I have to do is just swipe up from the bottom like this to bring up the buttons. And just that fast, I'm back to the home screen. Let's try it one more time. So again, I'm going to go to the bottom of the screen and I'm just going to swipe up and there's our buttons and they're only going to show up for like 2 seconds and they're going to go away. So let's try it again. Swipe up, tap the home button, and now we're back on the home screen. So that's a brief rundown of how to download applications on your phone. Now I want to point out something here. My Mahjong app downloaded and it's in the app drawer right here, but it also added to my home screen. And while I like that it's on my home screen, it's throwing off the aesthetic of how I have my home screen laid out. I want to get this off of my home screen. So I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to long press it. I'm going to hold down there for 1 second. And then I'm going to drag it up and I can remove it by bringing it up to the remove button. Or if you say, hey, I don't want this app at all. I don't like this app. I can move it over and I can just uninstall it. And this will actually delete it off of the phone for you. So that's a quick rundown of how to delete an app as well. Now, what if you want to move an app, a different app, to your home screen? Well, let's swipe up. Let's find an app that we want to be on the home screen. Let's say you want the gallery app to be on your home screen. I'm going to hold down for 1 second, and then I'm going to just drag my finger down. It's going to take me to the home screen, and now I can drop my gallery app to the home screen just like that. So that's how you move apps onto the home screen. Now, for the sake of the aesthetic, I'm going to remove it because I want to keep my little aesthetic that I have on the video right now. Okay, next, let's go over how to control the sound on the phone. So, for example, you want to raise the volume, you want to lower the volume. This is how you do it. You're going to tap on the volume up button, and it works if you press volume up or volume down. You're going to see a menu that's going to pop up on the right side of the phone. Now, I'm explaining it because when I press the button, this menu is only going to show up for like 3 seconds and then it's going to go away. So I want you to be prepared for what's going to show up before I press it. Once I press the button, a menu is going to show up, looks like this. And you'll have this little icon at the top. You want to press that icon to toggle through the different sound settings. For example, this is volume on. Up here, this is vibrate. Or excuse me, this is vibrate. And this is sound off. So tapping here and changing it, this is how you toggle through the sound settings. Vibrate, sound on, totally muted. No ringtone, no notifications, no nothing. So that's how you toggle through the sound settings. And then right at the bottom of that menu, you're gonna see 3 dots. When you press on those three dots, it's going to bring up a much larger menu that will allow you to control the sound for different things on your phone, like this. So here we have media volume. That's the first one. Media volume is music, a YouTube video, things like that. You have call volume. So if you want to raise or lower how loud someone's voice comes through on a phone call, you use that section there. You want to raise your ringtone volume. So your phone rings louder. You raise the ring volume. Notification volume. You want to change the sound when someone sends you a text message. You want it to be louder when that notification comes through. Then you'll raise notification volume. Or the alarm volume, how loud the phone sounds when my morning alarm goes off. So you have 5 different settings that you can control to make sure your sound is set accordingly. Now, if you tap on settings, you'll also be able to control even more in regards to sound. You can change your ringtone by tapping on phone ringtone. And here I can go through and I can listen to some different sounds. That one, interesting. Okay, that one is wild. All right, let's save that one. And now that's my new ringtone when someone calls. Now, if you want to change the sound when someone sends you a text message or when you hear a notification on your phone, you would go to the default notification sound. That's currently set to Eureka, which is that sound, but we can go through our list here and pick something different. Let's do that one. I like that one. Let's hit save, and now we'll hit our home button. So that's a brief rundown of how to control the sound settings and how to really dial it in to exactly how you need the sound to be. Okay, next let's go over how to make phone calls and how to answer the phone when someone calls you. So the phone button is going to be in the bottom left corner. We're going to tap on that little phone icon and you're going to tap on this. This is the dialer. This will bring up your number keypad. And I'm going to type in a phone number. And we're going to tap on the green call button. This will initiate the call. And just that easy, we've dialed a phone number. You can press the speaker button to put the phone on speaker so you don't have to hold it up to your ear. You've got mute here. You have more. In the more settings, you can switch to a video call. You can do an audio emoji, or you can add someone to the call by tapping that button here. And when you're all done, tap the red button to end the call. Now, pretty easy. That's how you make a call. Now, next, let's go over what it looks like when someone calls you. I'm going to initiate a call, and we'll see how to answer the phone. So here's the call. Now, pretty easy. I'm going to tap on that green button to answer it. Call is open. You have all the same options here. And when you're all done, press the red button to end the call. Pretty easy. Now, it's a little trickier when your screen is asleep because the call is going to look different when it comes through. So I want to show you that. So now let's initiate a call when the phone is asleep so you can see what it looks like. You'll notice the screen looks different, and I can't just press the call button. It's not going to answer that way. I actually have to drag my finger up the screen to answer the call. You see that? Let's initiate it again. Drag down, and that will automatically end the call. Your other option is to press this message button right here, and this will allow you to decline the call, but it will also let you send a follow-up text message. So you can send, hey, can't talk now, what's up? So the call is declined, but at least it's also sending them a message asking you to, hey, like, what do you need? I can't talk right now, okay? So that's just a very quick rundown of how to decline a call. Now, first we talked about how to make a call. Now, what if you want to save a phone number into your phone? You'll see right here, I already have this number saved into my phone, right? But I want to put another number in. I want to save it to the phone. I want to show you how to do that. So tap on the dialer. Let's type in a phone number. So when I type in this phone number here, I can tap the green button to make the call, but I can also do all these other things. I can create a new contact or add that number to an existing contact. Maybe someone is giving you a second number they have, you would hit that option. In this case, I'm gonna tap create a contact or create new contact. I'm gonna tell the phone where I wanted to save the contact. As a quick point, never save it to the device, always save it to your Gmail, because this way, if you ever lose the phone, the number will always be saved up, or the number will always be saved in the cloud, and you can access it by signing into a new phone with that Gmail account. So that's why we selected the Gmail and not to device. And we can put in the name here, Joe Turner. And if you tap more details, you can add additional things as well. So an email address, a birthday address, a label. You can add a note, maybe where you met the person. And you can also even add more fields. There's more options that are available too. So add as much or as little information as you like. Obviously, the main thing is the name and the phone number. When you're done, you're going to tap on that green save button to save it into your cloud. So that's a brief rundown, making calls, receiving calls, and saving numbers to your phone. If you're getting value out of this video, make sure you bump that like button down below. We really appreciate that. Next, let's move into how to send a text message. So right next to the phone app is going to be the text messaging icon. Okay, here's our text messaging screen. And right now I have just one text message in my inbox. If I want to start a new message, I'm going to tap on the Start Chat button. And from here, I'm going to type in the phone number of someone that I want to send a text message to. Let's type in a phone number, or you can type in a name if you already have someone saved in your contacts. So we typed in this phone number, and oh look, this person's number is saved into the phone. I can tap on that, and now I've just started a conversation with Jim Miller. At the bottom of the screen, you have a box that says text message. You'll want to tap on that box, and that's what brings up your keyboard. And here I can type my message, hi, and hit this button, which is your send button, and that's what sends off the message. Now, you have a lot of other options that are on screen. So first, we have an emoji shortcut button here. If we tap here, I can select an emoji, or I can So here's your emojis. I can search for a GIF. Maybe you want to send them a happy Friday, or you can do a search and search for a specific emoji just like that. Let's put that one in there, and then let's send it off. So we just sent a hi and the LOL emoji. Now, if you want to attach a picture, because you want to send someone a picture, you'll tap on this little icon here. This looks like a picture frame with a camera. And this will allow you to see your current pictures that are on the phone. You can swipe all the way through, or you can tap on folders and see more pictures that way. This was the screenshot that we took a few minutes ago. We can simply tap that. And I can also add more pictures if I want. You can add, I believe, up to 10 depending on how large they are. And then you'll tap on that send button to send off the message. You also have a plus, and this takes you to a menu with a lot more options. So stickers, files, contacts. You can schedule a message to be sent out later. You can send someone your location by tapping here. So you have a lot more options there. Now, the last thing I want to show you, this is my favorite feature of just the keyboard in general, is this microphone right here that if I tap this, instead of me having to type out the message, I can just say it. Now, the first time you tap it, it's going to ask for permission for it to be able to record your voice while it's trying to capture that for the message. So I'm going to tap while using this app. And let's try this one more time. Tap on the microphone, and then I'm going to start saying my message. Hey, aren't these pictures funny? Period. You're going to press the microphone when you're done, so it'll stop transcribing what you're saying. It typed everything I just said, and now I can hit that send button to send off the picture. So that's a brief rundown. There's a lot more you can do, but those are the main things you'll need to know. If you want to get to your numbers or an exclamation point or a special character, you tap on in the bottom left corner this question mark 1, 2, 3, and this takes you to more options for the keyboard. And yeah, that's a brief rundown of sending a text message. Now, I want to show you what it looks like when someone sends you a message. Let's hit our home button and go to the home screen. I'm going to send myself a message. So my text message just came through. It says you home. I can tap on one of these pre-recorded responses. Oh, my message went away too fast. How do I respond to it? Well, you swipe down from the top of the screen. That message will show up in your notification panel. And I can see all these pre-recorded responses here. Or I can tap reply. And I can reply right from my notification panel. Yes, sir. And then tap on the send button to send it out. Now guess what? We're done with this message, so I'm just going to swipe it away just like that. And so that's what it looks like when a new message comes through. Now, one more important thing to note, when you have a new message, your text messaging app will have a little blue dot in the upper right corner. You'll see a little dot right there, and that's telling me that I have a new message. If I tap on that icon, I can see, oh, this is a new message, and I have one new message from that person, and I can tap on it to see the message. So that's how you'll be able to decipher when you have new messages that come through your inbox. Okay, next let's go over how to set a password on your phone so you can secure your information. You always want to have a password on your phone because you could put your phone down and someone else can pick it up, and just that easy, they'll have access to all your personal information. So always, always, always have a PIN or password set up on your phone. We're going to go to the settings app. I'm going to swipe up again, and go to the settings. There's obviously multiple ways to get to the settings. That's just a different way. From here, we want to go to security and privacy. And this is a cool section of your phone because it's always going to recommend different actions you should take to keep your phone secure. And right now it's recommending, hey, you need to set a screen lock for this phone. So we tap on this yellow button, set screen lock. And then we can select what type of lock we want to have on the phone. In this case, I want to put a PIN, which is digits. So you can have a PIN, you can have a pattern, which is just something you'll draw, or you can have a password, which will be the most secure option. That'll be a combination of letters and numbers. I'm going to tap on PIN, and I'm going to make my PIN 1111, hit next. 1111, hit confirm, and done. So now that I have this password, if I put my phone asleep and I try to wake it up, if I try to swipe to get into the phone, it will now ask me for my PIN that I have to put in before I can get into the phone. Okay? Now, once you have a PIN set on your phone, you can do some other really cool things, like you can set up your fingerprint unlock with your fingerprint or with your face. So you're going to tap on device unlock down here, and then tap fingerprint and face unlock. It will ask you to put in the PIN again. It wants to make sure that you're the one who's setting up your fingerprint, not someone else. Let's put in that PIN. And now we can decide what we want to set. I'm going to set it for fingerprint unlock. Press more, agree, start. And now I'm simply going to hold the phone and begin to press down. The fingerprint sensor in this phone is in the middle of the screen. So you'll need to basically press the button multiple times in order for it to read your fingerprint. Now, every time you lift and drop your finger, you want to make sure it's in a slightly different position because it's trying to learn your fingerprint to make it much easier for you to unlock the phone. Try to hold the phone in a normal position so that way it'll learn your finger in the way that you'll be touching the phone most. And just that fast, it was able to program our fingerprint. Now you can tap add more to add another fingerprint. I always recommend add a fingerprint from your right hand and your left hand, because what if you have grease or something on this hand? Your phone may not pick up your fingerprint, and then you can switch hands and you can use your other hand to unlock the screen. I'm going to hit done for now. Let's put the phone asleep and let's wake it up again. And if you notice, now you see a little fingerprint icon in the center of the screen. So I can simply hold the phone and press with my thumb, and now the phone will unlock just that easy. So that is how you program your fingerprint to unlock the phone. I'm going to go back to that screen really quickly because I want you to see. If you tap on fingerprint and face unlock, you can also program your face to unlock the phone by tapping on face unlock. And all you do is take the phone and you raise it up to your face to eye level, and it will read your face and unlock with your face. So this can be a really helpful way to unlock as well, especially if both your hands have something on them. All right, next, let's go into how to make the text size larger. You'll notice here I have my text really small, but some of you might say, I would love for the text to be bigger. My eyes aren't that great. Well, here's what you need to do. Let's swipe up again. Now you'll notice at the top of the screen, we have these 5 apps that are not in alphabetical order. Normally this whole menu is in alphabetical order. The first row is not going to be in order because the first row these are the last few apps that you've used. So it's always going to keep the last few apps that you've used at the top of the screen. And then in the second row, it's going to start in alphabetical order. So let's go to settings. And we're going to hit our back button here just to go back a few pages. And we want to go to display. Go down to display size and text. And here is where you can make the adjustments to make the text larger. Start with the font size. Now I can just press on this plus here, and I can see how if I just increase this by 1, how things get bigger. Pay close attention to the size of the text underneath the apps here. Let's press it again. Every time I press it, you'll see the text. Everything is getting much larger. There we go. So just make it much easier for you to see things on your screen. You can also increase the display size, and this will also make things larger. Now, if I hit the home button, you're going to notice that everything on the phone is now much bigger. If I go to Google Chrome, same thing. You'll notice the text is much larger now. If I go to an article, the text is much bigger. So you'll want to play around with those 2 options, font size and display size. That's going to help you really hone in on the best size for things on the screen. I tend to like things pretty small on the screen just because this allows me to fit more on the screen. But obviously, make the adjustment based on what is the best for your eyes. Okay, next let's go over how to use the camera, how to take pictures, how to take videos, and then how to find where those are saved on the phone once you take them. So we're going to swipe up and go to the camera, which is right here. So at the bottom of the screen, you have a toggle that will switch between taking pictures and taking videos. So if I'm on the camera, the camcorder here, I'm taking videos. And you'll notice the little dot is much smaller when you're in the video setting. We tap that little dot, that's going to start recording. See that? You can zoom by tapping on these little buttons here, or these numbers. Zoom in, zoom out. You can also snap pictures while you record video by just tapping on the shutter. This is a shutter button. So I can get really nice high quality pictures while I record video. When you're all done, press the red button to stop. Now, if I want to switch to taking pictures, only pictures, I'm going to tap on the camera. And now the circle is much larger. Now, the same things apply. This is how you zoom out and how you zoom in. And I'm sorry, you might hear my kids screaming in the background. So disregard that. To the right here, you have a button that allows you to switch the camera to the front and the rear. Now, if you want to access more camera settings, you have a few options on screen. One in the upper left corner. This is your photo settings. There's a general mode and there's a pro mode, and the pro mode allows you to control a lot. Even changing the resolution of your pictures, you can switch to a 50 megapixel resolution, or you can go back to the standard 12. You can also change the photo type. Let's go back to general, and you can set a timer if you want to have your photo, if you want to take a picture after 5 seconds or 10 seconds, you can toggle between the different timer options. You can also jump to a macro mode as well to get really nice up close detailed shots. And you can switch at the bottom the ratio of the picture from a 16:9 to a square. There we go. And then at the bottom here, you have some other options here. You have a portrait mode, which is great for taking pictures of people because it'll make the person nice and clear and crisp, and it'll make the background blurry. So that's when you would use portrait. Add Me is a new feature where you can take a picture of someone and then you can give that person the camera and you can go jump in the same area and then it'll add you to the picture. So this is a great setting to use when there really is no one else around and you want to get a picture of you and someone else. You can just take multiple pictures and it will stitch them together and it will add everyone in to that photo for you. Now, if I go to the camera, I just want to show you have some options in there. You have a night sight, slow motion, time lapse. So you have different settings within the camera. Okay, so we just took some pictures and some videos, and now we want to find them on the phone. You're going to go to the Google Photos app, which is right here. And here you can see all the pictures that we just took. And you can go, so they're going to arrange them by the day. So these are pictures we took today, pictures we took yesterday, and there's a bunch of other ones down in there. Now, if you go to collections, here you'll see your photos separated by category. So pictures on your device. These are different albums that I've made. So I went on a camping trip, and this is an album of pictures from that camping trip. These are pictures organized by the place that I took them, and these are documents. You'll have a folder for screenshots, videos, and then archived photos, which are photos that you have sort of deleted, but they're still on the phone. They haven't been fully deleted yet. So that's a brief rundown of the camera and where your pictures are saved after you take them. Now, the first time you open this Google Photos app, it is going to ask you if you want to back up your pictures to Google Drive, and I definitely encourage you to do that. So if you lose your phone, your pictures are always saved online at photos.google.com. So it's just a great backup method in case your phone is ever stolen or lost. Your pictures will always be saved in the cloud. I have pictures saved in my cloud from literally 2010, and it's so great. I've switched phones probably 30 times since then, but all my memories are saved in the cloud with Google. Now, they're going to give you 15 gigs of storage for free. After that, you will need to pay. I think I pay $2.99 a month for like 1 terabyte of storage. So it's a great option. Obviously, there's a subscription attached to it, but this will allow that your photos are always safe and secure because things happen. Phones break, phones get stolen, but at least you'll never lose your memories. Okay, we're going to close out the video with this last section going over how to set up your email on the phone. So to set up email, you're going to go to the Gmail app. Now, some of you might be saying, I don't have a Gmail on my phone, or my email account is not Gmail, it's an AOL or a Yahoo. Well, in the Gmail app, you can add other email types. It doesn't have to be a Gmail. If you go to the upper right corner and tap on the little icon, from here, you're going to go to add more accounts or account, add another account, excuse me. And these are some of the other email account types you can add: Google, an Outlook, Hotmail, Live, Yahoo, Exchange, Office 365. Now, maybe you don't see your email type on this list. For example, you might have an AOL.com email address. One option is to go to other, and you can try to sign in using the other option, but it will ask for additional information, which can be tricky to find. So here is another option of how to set up your email if you don't see it in this option here. Hit the home button, go to the Play Store, and go to the search. Press the search twice to bring up the search box and the keyboard. Tap in the bottom left corner on the numbers and tap on the @ symbol. And you'll basically want to tap the back half of your email address. So let's go to ABC, and I'm going to type in AOL.com and then hit the magnifying glass. Now this little trick will search for all the apps that are compatible with that email type. So here there is an AOL app specifically for their email. I can tap on that install button, and now I can just use the AOL app to sign into that email type. This is probably the easiest way to go if you have an obscure email type that doesn't show up in the Gmail app. I can tap open, and now I'm in the app, and I can go to inbox. It'll ask me to put in my AOL email address and password, and it'll help me sign in nice and quick. So repeat that step for your other email types. Maybe you have an sbcglobal.net or verizon.net. You have just another email type. You can find the app just by following those steps. Number 1, how to use 2 apps at one time. I want to use YouTube at the top, and I want to have Amazon open at the bottom of the screen. So here's how to do that. I'm going to swipe up, and I'm going to go to the YouTube app. I'm going to open it, hit the home button, and now I'm going to open up Amazon and then hit the home button. Now I'm going to press the recent apps button in the bottom left corner of the screen. Some of you guys might be in the gesture mode. If you're in gesture mode, you're going to just swipe up and hold to bring up this menu. Now you're going to swipe over and tap on the YouTube icon and tap on split screen view. Then I'm going to swipe over, tap on the Amazon app, and now I can have my YouTube video playing at the top of the screen, and at the bottom I can be searching on Amazon for some last minute Christmas presents. So that's a super easy way to use 2 apps at one time. You can also take your phone and rotate it in the landscape position. Now you'll want to make sure that your screen rotation is not turned off. Also pay attention in the bottom right corner, there's a little icon that's going to pop up that you do have to press for the screen to rotate. But there we go. If I double tap on this white bar in the middle of the screen, it will switch and move whatever's on the left to the right. And when you're all done and you want to get out of the split screen, simply hold on the dash and drag to the right, and that'll take you out of split screen and back into full screen. Number 2, how to create custom wallpapers using AI. You're going to hold down the home screen, tap on wallpaper and style. From here, you're going to go to more wallpapers, tap on AI wallpapers. First, you want to choose a theme. And for this, I'm going to make the theme texture. And then I can customize the theme using keywords. So tap on pink, and I'm going to change it to green. And instead of sand, I'm going to change it to nylon. Let's tap create wallpaper. Give it a few seconds, and it will come up with 4 custom wallpapers that you can use with your phone. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think I want to go with number 3. You can also tap on Inspire Me if you want to continue to play around with it until you get it just right. I'm going to go to the upper right corner, tap on the check, and that's going to save that wallpaper as my new background. You can set it for just your home screen, or you can set it for your home screen and your lock screen as well. Upper right corner, tap on set wallpaper, hit home screen and lock screen. And now we've just locked in our brand new AI wallpaper. Number 3, how to launch your camera from any screen no matter what's happening. If something noteworthy is happening and I want to launch my camera, I can simply double tap on my power button and it'll automatically take me to the camera. Even if my phone is off and I have a password set on the phone, it doesn't matter. Double tap the power button, it'll automatically launch the camera and allow me to take a picture or a video. Now, number 4, this is a really important one, how to launch the emergency mode. And the emergency mode, when it's triggered, you can have it call 911 and it will trigger a message to your emergency contacts telling you that you're in trouble. This is how you launch it, and then after I'll show you how to customize the settings of who it's going to call and all the things that it will do. You're going to tap the power button 5 times consecutively, just like this. It'll take you right to the emergency SOS function. And from here, you're going to just tap and hold this for 3 seconds. And when you do that, by default, it's just going to call 911. Okay, but when you dial in the settings, you can have it do a lot more than just call 911. Let me show you how to do that now. So let's unlock the phone. I'm going to go to the settings and go to the safety and emergency section. Once you get to this screen, you want to go to each option and you want to just plug in the appropriate information. So starting with medical information, if you key in different medical information, let's say you were to faint, but before you fainted, you triggered the emergency mode. On the screen, it would show all this important information, your blood type, your height, your weight. You can have it specifically show allergies, medical conditions, any medical notes that someone would need to know. For example, I'm allergic to penicillin. I can't have this, or just had this type of surgery. This way, emergency medical personnel would know how to care for you properly. Now, this is the first setting. You'll want to go through each one of these and you'll want to just plug in the appropriate information so that once you trigger that emergency mode, it will do all the things for you. This next hidden feature is one of my favorites. This is, you can double tap on the back of your Pixel phone and you can launch the app of your choice or the action of your choice. Go to settings. We're going to go down to system and then gestures, and then go to quick tap to start actions. First, you want to turn on the feature, and then here it will give you a list of actions that you can program to launch when you tap on the back of the screen or the back of the phone twice. I like to have the flashlight set for this, so toggle flashlight, and watch this. I'm going to hit the home button, and if I tap on the back of the phone twice, it's going to automatically launch my flashlight. See that? All right, so the other cool thing is you can program it to just launch the app of your choice. Maybe you're like addicted to TikTok and you want TikTok to be the app. You can come in here, so go to the bottom and select open app, hit the settings wheel, and then pick the app you want to launch whenever you do that gesture. And then it will always launch that just by tapping the back of the screen twice. Now, hey, if you learned something cool so far from this video, stop and bump that like button down below. It doesn't cost you anything but 1 second, 1 action, and it helps this video to get shared to a lot more people. So please, as a thank you, do that for me, please. Okay, next, I want to show you how to enable the one-handed mode. This phone is a bit big, and so it can be a little hard to reach the top of the screen with one hand. So let's turn on one-handed mode. We're going to tap on the settings wheel, and we're going to back out of this. We're going to go back to gestures and go to one-handed mode. We're going to swipe down and go to one-handed mode shortcut. And it's going to put this little notch here on the side of your phone. And now when you're holding your phone, if you ever want to go down to the one-handed mode, simply tap on that little icon and it will shrink the phone down and make it easier for you to reach things. And then tap it again to get out of it. You can also hold and drag this to different parts of the screen or drag it to the other side of the screen. Just long press and then move it. And that's your little one-handed mode, little notch. Okay, next I want to show you how to scan text into your phone with this trick. We're going to swipe up and open up the camera. I'm going to take a picture of this box here. Okay. Once you take your picture, tap on the icon to the left of the shutter button. Here's my picture, and I want to scan all the text on the back of this box. I'm going to tap on the lens button. Press OK. And then I'm going to tap on select text. It's going to highlight all of the text that's on the back of this box here. And I can press this copy button right up here. And it's just copied all the text on the back of my box. Let's hit the home button now. And let's swipe up. I'm going to go to my Google Keep app, which is the best app for taking notes. If you don't have it, Google Keep is the name. Tap on the plus in the bottom right corner and go to text. And now I can long press to bring up this menu and paste all the text that was on the back of that box. So that's a super easy trick if you're just trying to copy text off of anything into your phone. Great for you students. You can copy a section in a textbook and paste it right into your notes to make it easier for you to study it later. Okay, next let's go into the camera again. There's some really cool things they've added to the camera, and one specific thing is a feature called Add Me. We're gonna go to the camera icon first and then go to Add Me. And with this feature, watch this little preview. You can basically take a picture of someone, hold the phone in the same spot, have that person walk over, hold the phone, and then the person who took the picture first, have them walk right into that same section, but right next to where that person was standing. And then you can have them take a picture, and it will stitch those two pictures together to make one cohesive picture. You never have to worry about asking a stranger to take a picture for you. Just use Add Me, and you can add anyone you want to your photo just like that. Super cool. It's very hard for me to demonstrate that in my studio, so I just showed the visual of what it looked like. Play around with it. It's a really fun feature, and it's such a game changer. I think they're the only phone right now who has this feature, so definitely take advantage of that cool feature. Okay, this next tip is for those of you guys who get a little wrapped up into your phone and often have trouble detaching from your phone to get work done. You'll want to use this next feature. This is called the focus mode. You're going to swipe down from the top of the screen, swipe down again, and you're going to tap on this little pencil, and you're going to swipe up and look for focus mode. Here it is. Long press, and you're going to drag it up, and just drag it, drop it somewhere at the top of the screen here. Okay, let's hit the back button here. We're going to swipe over. Now here's our focus mode. Now when you turn on the focus mode, you can tell your phone, hey, I want to disable distracting apps so I can focus. And so what it's going to do is it's going to hide notifications from those apps so that you can focus and get work done. So for example, I can come down this list here and I can say, hey, you know, for the next hour, I'm going to turn on a focus mode and I don't want to get any text messages. I want to add TikTok in there as well. I want to add YouTube. I don't want notifications about new videos. You can add your Instagram messages as well. And these are now labeled as distracting apps. I'm going to hit turn on now. And you can always even set a schedule. You can say, hey, from 9 to 12, I want these apps to be disabled in terms of notifications so I can focus on work. Now I'm going to hit the home button and I want to show you what this looks like. If you notice, the TikTok app is blurred out, YouTube is blurred out, and my messaging app is blurred out. If I try to go there, it's not going to let me go to it. It says messages and other distracting apps are paused right now. You do have an option to say use app for 5 minutes. You can press OK. It will enable that app to be used just for 5 minutes. Oh, sorry. So you do need to tap where it says use for 5 minutes. And then after that, it'll disable it again and let you go back to focusing. So this is a great feature in terms of productivity. Phones can be very addicting and hard to detach from. This is an easy way to detach from them. Now, our last tip is going to be how to launch your new AI assistant, which is called Gemini. By holding down on the power button for 1 second, it will launch Gemini. Gemini, can you help me write a Merry Christmas post to my friends and family? I want to play it on Facebook and let them know how much I love them. So pretty cool. it wrote 3 different posts, and you can always tap on the microphone to even give it notes. Oh, I like this, but can you add this person's name? Or can you add a line about this has been a hard year, but my family is amazing. You tap the microphone, you can ask it to make adjustments, and it'll do that for you as well. So that is your new AI assistant that's built in, and right now only Pixel phones have that, so definitely make the most of having that as a built-in feature. Today I'm going to show you how to take a screenshot on your new Pixel 9, and I'm going to show you how to print that, along with how to print other things on your phone as well. Okay, let's open up Google Chrome. Let's say you want to take a screenshot of this case here because you want to purchase it later. You can simply swipe up and hold, and then tap on the screenshot. There's a button right here that will allow you to take a screenshot just like that. You can tap on the pencil right after to then edit that screenshot. So there's a little bubble here, 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 and here. You simply drag up on that bubble and you can align exactly where the screenshot will save. So you're basically cropping it down. When you're done, simply in the upper left corner, you can hit save. You can hit the trash can if you decide you change your mind, or you can hit the share button right here to share it out to someone. I'm simply going to save it. Here's the other method on how to take a screenshot. This is using the exterior buttons. Pick up your phone. You're going to hold down on the power and the volume down button, and you're going to hold them for 1 second, just like this. Power, volume down, hold, let it go. It will snap a screenshot that we can then select to make any edits. We have a few different options here. We have a notification. We can have this picture show up later as notification. We can edit it, crop it, write on it using this button, or we can share it directly here. Now that screenshot is going to get saved to multiple places. It will be saved, one, to your Google Photos app right here, but it also will be saved in the new screenshot app called Screenshots. So I'm on the home screen. I'm just going to swipe up, go to Screenshots, and here's my screenshot. And from here, I can tap on that screenshot. I can add some notes. I can even attach a reminder to it. I can tap on this little bell and I can say, hey, remind me tomorrow, just hit the reminder, and tomorrow this photo will pop up as a reminder. Maybe you want to buy it tomorrow and not today. You can just have an easy reminder like that. You can also add notes at the bottom here. You can add, remember to pick up this case. You can also add it to a collection of other screenshots. Maybe you're looking for multiple cases. You can add them all in one collection. So we've taken our screenshot. We know it's going to be in the Screenshots app or Photos. Now, what if I just want to print that screenshot? Well, so I'm in Google Photos right now. I'm going to go over to Collections. At the very top here, there's a folder that says Screenshots. Tap on Screenshot. Tap on the photo. Now, let's print this picture by upper right corner. Tap on the 3 dots. And then we're going to swipe to the left. And there's a printer all the way at the end. Tap on Print. And make sure your phone is on Wi-Fi. Make sure you obviously have a wireless printer that is connected to your network. And you're going to tap where it says Select a Printer. And right here, it's showing my Canon wireless printer. I'm going to tap on that. Now, I can tap the print button here to send this off to print. I can also tap on this drop-down arrow, and I can change the number of copies that print. I can change the color, maybe go from color to black and white. You have a lot of options here to manipulate how the print happens. So I'll go through all these options here, but essentially that's how you print a photo. Now, you can repeat those steps for any other picture on your phone as well. Now, next, let's go over how do we print an email. Let's go to our Gmail app. And I just so happen to be in an email right now for the new Pixel Buds Pro 2. Pretty sweet. Let's say I want to print this email. Go to the upper right corner, tap on the 3 dots, and we're going to go to Print. Now, though this web page is long, so sometimes it will take a bit longer for all the information to show up if you're printing a long document or section. We're going to go to select a printer, select the Canon printer again, and you'll see the picture of the email show up in this section. But again, it's a long email, so it might take a little bit longer for it to show up in this section. But once that photo shows up here, that little print button will show up, and that's what will allow you to print. All right, here it is. Our email is ready to go. Now, you can print all the pages of the email, or you might say, well, I really just want this first page that has the pixel buds on it. So notice there's a checkbox in the bottom right corner of each page, and I can uncheck the other pages so that only the first page is going to print, which is this one, and then I can tap my print button right here to send it to the printer. Now, lastly, let's go over how do I print a web page. Maybe instead of taking a screenshot of this, hey, I just want to print this whole web page. Upper right corner, tap on the three dots. You'll notice there is no print button. What do? Never fear. We're going to tap on the share button. And now our print button is here. So this is why I show how to print on these three different examples, because it's different for an email, it's different for a photo, and it's different for a web page. So for a web page, you hit the share button first, and then this comes up. I'm going to hit print. Follow the same steps, select the printer, and then give it a second to show up here. Now, one trick to get the image to show up faster to print, where it says, where it has the printer, tap here and tap save as a PDF. And this makes the preview show up faster. Then switch back to the printer, and then you'll be able to print. All right, so pretty cool. I'm gonna end the video with just showing you my new case. Really sweet case I found on Amazon. I really wanted something that had good grip and a nice style. So this has a nice textured backing, and it has a really nice rigid grip on the edge here and right here. So this basically has taken a really slippery Pixel 9 Pro so much easier to hold now that it has a lot more grip. This is a Rinky case, and I'll make sure to drop a link in the description of this case as well, and a few other ones that I've been testing out. Love the style, love the grip, and it's making me feel more comfortable using my Pixel 9 Pro. Today I want to show you what to do if your Pixel 9 screen is freezing or the touchscreen is not working properly. All you need to do is hold down on the power and volume up button for about 10 seconds. You're going to press them together, hold them both. You'll see this pop up on the screen. Continue to hold the buttons until the screen goes completely blank, just like this. As soon as it goes blank, let go of the buttons. Now, give the phone 5 to 10 seconds. It usually will restart on its own. However, if it doesn't, you can simply tap the power button, and that will kick it back on. So what this does is it's not going to erase any of your data off of the phone. It just forces the phone to turn off and turn back on again. There we go. Once you see your logo, we're good to go. It's in the process of restarting. And usually if you're having a software glitch or an app that's not working properly, this will fix it. However, if your screen is cracked or has any physical damage, then you might have a bigger issue. In that case, I would encourage you to take your phone to a local service and repair shop for phones and have them diagnose the screen to see if the screen is damaged, and if so, you'll need to look into replacing the screen. Really quick before the video is over, I want to encourage you to hit the like button if this helped solve your problem. And also, if you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. And check out the new Pixel Buds Pro 2 right here. These are AI-powered earbuds, and they link right up with the Pixel 9 or any other Android phone. And you can access the new Gemini AI right from these as well. So pretty cool. I'll make sure to link these below. Here are the steps to reset your Pixel 9 back to factory settings, and this will also erase all data off of the phone. The first thing you'll need to do, swipe down from the top of the screen, swipe down again. In the bottom right corner, you'll find a little wheel. Tap on the wheel. This will bring you to the settings. You're going to scroll down and go to passwords, passkey, and autofill. And from here, you want to tap on your Google account. So all Google accounts need to be removed off of the phone before you trigger the restart or the factory reset. If not, then when you try to sign back into the phone again, it's going to ask you for the password to that account. So every Google account, you need to come in, tap on the account, hit remove, just like that. Now, when you remove the very last account, it will have you put in your PIN or your fingerprint to verify that you're the one that's removing the account. And again, repeat these steps for every single Google account. Now, you may have other accounts on the phone. You don't have to do it for every single account. You just have to do it for the Google accounts or Gmail accounts. Once you've done that, let's hit our back button or go back one page. And now we need to go to System. And from here, swipe up and go to Reset Options. And from here, tap on Erase All Data, Factory Reset. Keep in mind, when you do this, it's going to erase every single thing that you have on the phone. So if you have pictures or other things that you have not backed up yet, don't finish restarting the phone. You want to either transfer those to a new phone or you'll want to back them up to your Google Cloud first before following through to the next step. Tap Erase All Data. And again, they're going to ask me to put in my PIN code. This is the PIN that is associated with just logging into the phone, because they want to make sure that the phone holder is the one doing the reset and it's not someone who is taking your phone and is just messing with you. So we put in our PIN. This is the very last step. If you've come this far, just know once you hit this button, you cannot go back. Once you trigger the restart, you cannot get that data back. So we're done. At this point, you just let the phone sit. I would encourage you to plug the phone into power as well. The phone is going to restart a couple of times, and basically it's going to erase your data first, and then it's going to reload the phone to its brand new factory settings. You'll know that this is complete because the very last thing you will see on the screen is a message that'll say welcome, and it'll say select the language. All right. Hope you guys found this helpful. If it was, hit that like button down below. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos. Take care, and as always, have a good one.